Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lefpud. I've changed the name a lot throughout the years, but this one's definitely staying for sure. Welcome. Today I wanted to make a updated review or kind of analysis of Serial Experiments Lain. This is a very confusing anime and I recommend you to watch it first before I get into it because I will get into spoilers. So yeah, please do that. But the reason I wanted to make this video today is because Serial Experiments Lain is my favorite anime of all time. I can never get tired of rewatching it, always finding new things, and connecting dot to dot with how this anime has influenced, or not really influenced, but predicted a lot of things that are happening with the internet today and how people are affected by it. And someday I hope to make a short film or something inspired by it because I think it's something that I personally need to capitalize on it, or else I won't sleep. Anyway, let's just get into it.
Why won't you come? You really should come here.
It's a 1998 production, directed by Ryutaro Nakamura, and written by Chiaki J. Kunada. These two created an incredible anime that is incredibly known for its complex narrative and psychological themes, and you could take the word experiments from the name to describe this as a very experimental show. It starts off with our main character, Lain Iwakura, who's kind of a socially awkward girl. She has few friends, but she doesn't really interact with them well. And it's until she gets a new computer device called a Navi that connects to this new thing called the Wired, as you would call it in real life, the web. And this virtual internet-like realm would be the cause and influence to many people committing suicide to want to go into this realm, which doesn't really make any sense, but it's an interesting concept nonetheless, and it's definitely interesting for our main character Lain, because she is close with someone who recently committed suicide for the Wired. And as Lain learns how to use the Navi computer, she also begins to delve into the world of the Wired and become obsessed with it, especially after she gets a strange message from her classmate saying that she's not actually dead.
Giving up my body. You see, by sending you email, I can use this system to explain to you that I am still alive. I wanted to let you know this, Lain. I want all the others to know too, so I have sent them email also. You may find this hard to believe. Do you understand? It's okay if you don't. You will all understand soon.
Whether this is true or not is not really explained, it's more shown, especially in the later episodes where these ghostly apparitions of this classmate would appear to Lain. And there's a whole lot of other stuff going on, like these kind of men in black characters who follow Lain as she expands her knowledge about the Wired. And there's also aliens and internet drugs. That's kind of the best way to explain it. We got a lot of things that parallel to things that are happening today, like conspiracy theories and anonymous people online. These were all concepts that were not so common at the start of the age of the internet, and Lain would kind of be the catalyst for these concepts. I'm not exactly saying that these concepts came from Lain, but it's fascinating that Lain was able to predict how people interact with the internet and how they use it. Now, as it goes on, Lain kind of loses her mind and multiple personalities start to emerge from the Wired. She's not sure which of herself is the real her. And this is where the anime gets especially confusing because you're seeing these different types of Lain that are a lot more free and a lot more full of energy, full of confidence than our main character, and that's kind of how you can distinguish the main character from her online persona. And she's not sure which one of these personalities is actually her, if her reality is reality or if it's virtuality.
People only have substance within the memories of other people, and that's why there were all kinds of me's. There weren't a lot of me's per se. I was just inside all sorts of people, that's all.
And as she becomes more confused with herself, she learns more about herself at the same time, and how important she is to the Wired. And this revelation comes through a character named Iri Masami. He's a scientist who uploaded his consciousness to the Wired, and he believes that he's become a god of the Wired. This character shows up more in the latter half of the anime, not really the first parts. I think he has a lot to do with the degradation of Lain's sanity. He begins to make her kind of reshape human existence, as we find out that near the end when it's revealed that Lain herself is actually a straight up god. Now, I'm not really sure how long she's actually existed, but I think it has to do a lot with the family that she has, which I think the family is not actually her real family, but actors. I think that's actually straight up truth, and the men in black are kind of overseeing her and seeing how she progresses. But when she realizes what she's become and what the Wired has done to people and herself, she uses her powers to basically erase herself from reality, because the whole point of her was to bridge the gap between reality and the Wired and connect everyone. And because she cares about the people around her, she chooses to live as a god in solitude.
Push out layer 03.
Okay, let's see. I guess that I'm confused again. Am I here or am I there? I don't know. Over there, I'm everywhere. I know that, but here is connected to over there. Is that right? But then where is the real me after all is said and done? Oh, there is no real me. I guess that's it. I only exist inside those people aware of my existence. But what about this me that I can hear talking right here and now? It's me, isn't it? This me that's talking. Who is it? Who's me?
Let's get into exactly why I think this is a masterpiece and why it is my favorite anime of all time. Its philosophical themes don't speak a lot to me, but I think they definitely enhance the experience of Lain, especially with the idea of identity and self. Who are you and what makes you, you? Who are you on the Wired? Is that how you truly are and how you wish to be? Or is the real you the one who's pretending to be that you on the Wired? And I think that connects a lot with how people interact with the internet. A lot of people pretend to be different people on the internet. I can definitely say that for sure, because I used to want to be very different on the internet because I wasn't proud of who I am in the real world. In the real world, I'm a very shy, quiet person, but on the internet, I can express myself freely, and I can connect to a lot of communities who find the same ideas as me interesting. And I think a lot of people can share that kind of mentality with wanting to connect with someone who shares the same interests as you, and maybe your reality isn't so sunshine and rainbows, and the only way you can escape is through the internet. Now, other philosophical themes about like collective consciousness, God and creation, but essentially the anime can just be summed up into a existential crisis. But one of the other things that I find really fascinating about Lain is how it predicts modern internet culture. And there are other things like always being connected. You carry around a little device, a smartphone with you, that essentially always keeps you connected with everything that's happening with everyone. And this has led to full-on addiction where people just cannot get off their phones, that they always feel like they have to be connected. Now, if that's to escape reality or to keep up with things that are going on, it could be the mix of the two. I can definitely say that I do have an addiction to my smartphone and social media, and especially to YouTube. If I'm bored or I just don't want to talk to people and I just want to be alone, I go on my phone and I scroll through social media looking at memes and laughing. And so I definitely have a connection with those themes in this anime as well, and that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite, because it connects to me as a person. So to summarize, Lain is an incredibly brilliant anime that predicts a lot of modern internet culture and anxiety and existentialism and just a lot of things. And I'm sure if you watch the anime, the first time you watch it, it's incredibly confusing, and that's okay, because There are many interpretations that people can have when coming out of this, but I can relate to Lain in a lot of ways, and that's why I can say that this is my favorite anime, and why I can also say this is a masterpiece. A lot of other anime, and probably no other anime, has really done that to me. It's never affected me that way, and made me really think about that. One day you're kind of just subconsciously scrolling through social media, spending your life away, and then you watch something like this, and it all kind of starts coming to you, and you start to realize how badly these kinds of things can affect you. Is the anime for everyone? No. It used to be very underground, but now it's incredibly popular. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that still don't know about it. Like, it's still pretty niche, but still popular at the same time. These are the reasons why I think Lain is a masterpiece and why it's my favorite anime of all time. I hope you enjoyed this video and how I explained Lain in a lot of ways of how it relates to the topics today and how it relates to myself. If you have any kind of opinions or takes on this, please let me know in the comment section below. It's what it's there for conversation and connecting. And before I end this video off, I just want to give you a quick reminder. Take a break from social media. Take a break from the internet. Explore life. Even if it's not so sunshine and rainbows, try to take a breath of fresh air. But if you don't, the internet will smother you. And it will take you. And it will destroy you. And everyone you love till there's nothing left.